Welcome you all in this session of CorelDRAW. Now discuss a bit about the menus of CorelDRAW. Now first comes the main menu of CorelDRAW, as I told you before, which have the drop down menus. Like when you click on one of the menu, you can get the drop down. Now CorelDRAW has 12 drop down menus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this help menu is not important as far as these tools are concerned in CorelDRAW. It is only about the your help for the product and what new they have added and updates and all. So we will all work only up till this window menu. Now this edit, effects, then you have text, and you have this arrange menu which give access to the drawing commands and special effects. So when I take my mouse to effects, you can see that there are few effects. There is blend, contour, then lens. These are all special effects. So this we apply on drawing. Then you have this file, then you have layout, and you have this view menu, which are used to open and save drawing, import files, and also add or modify pages. Now if you want to import files which are created in some other software, then you should go in this file menu and use this import option. Now the tool window gives the user added functionality if it is needed. Now this is the tool. Now if you need some added functionality, so you can get it here. Then as we discussed before, that we have this status bar from where you can add sizes, you can change the curvature and all. Everything can be changed from this status window. Now we also have this flyout menu as we talked before. So these are the flyout menus which you can see when you click on these options. Now all these flyout menus are actually inside this toolbox. So let's talk about this toolbox a bit. Now first is the pick tool, which, as I told you, that if you take your mouse here and just wait for a bit, you will get the small description of what the tools do. So you have pick tool. Now you have this shape tool. Now this shape tool is very important as far as CorelDRAW is concerned. Now this shape tool uses to change the shape, to add anchor points, and all these are small effects, you can say, which you can add in our artwork. Then you have this crop tool, this is zoom. Now this set of tools, this is also another very important tool, because here you get all the path tool, means you can draw lines, you can draw shapes, and all the artworks generally contain this usage of all these tools. You can use any of the tool you like, but more or less up till this pen, starting from this freehand up till this pen, the output is same, only the tools are different. Then you have this fill tool by which you can fill the colors. You have this rectangle tool, and inside the rectangle you have another tool. So likewise we have this ellipse tool, then polygon tool. Now you see there are lots of tools which are inside this polygon tool. This is the text tool, and this is the dimension tool, which we will do later on. Now this is line connector. Now if you use this tool, you can show the connection between two objects, or you can show that which object comes after which object. Now then you have this tool. This is the drop shadow tool. This is the very important tool, which is the transparency tool. And this is the eyedropper tool, and you have interactive fill and mesh tool. So this mesh tool is very important as far as CorelDRAW is concerned. It can help you create 3D type object only with the use of different colors. Now here, that is another important thing, that is the outline or the stroke tool, and it is called the pen. Like here I was telling before that if you want to change the outline or the stroke, then you can right click on this color palette. Now this is actually the outline I was talking about. Now if I want to change the outline, you can use from here. Now this outline option you can get from here also. Now see, it is written here outline. So this outline option and this outline option, they are all the same. There is no difference between these two. Now this is another important tool, that is called the fill tool. We can fill any color either from this panel or from this fill tool. Now as I told you that this panel doesn't have any gradient color. Now the gradient color we can use from this fill tool. So the moment you double click on this tool, you will get this dialog box. Now see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 options of filling an object in CorelDRAW. Now this is none. Obviously now this is uniform fill and this is fountain fill. It is more like a gradient which you can get here, and it gives you an option of how to fill any object. Now the same way, if I click here this outline tool, if I double click, then you will see that this outline tool contains the colors, means whatever color you want to add in your outline. Then this is the width, and you can change the measurement here, and here is the style, whether you need it dashed or whether you need it simple solid stroke. Now you have these arrows if you want any arrow for your stroke. So everything regarding this outline is all stacked up here in this dialog box. Now before you start with your first foray into making any artwork in CorelDRAW, just have a good look at this tool panel, because everything you will do will be of these tools only. There are no other way you can draw anything in CorelDRAW. And another options you will use is this outline tool and also this fill tool. So now in the next session we will start with another very important topic of CorelDRAW, that is called the dockers. As we talked about all these tools here, now everything you can get in this docker panel. So in the next session we will start with dockers.